A very good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for the weekly Roundup News Bulletin, the bulletin that brings you those headline stories that made news within the week. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold, and I'm going to be taking you on with this bulletin. So without further ado, let's start with the first story. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni on Friday bid farewell to the King of Eswatini, His Majesty Mswati III, who had been in Uganda for a 3-day state visit and began on Wednesday, 14th August 2024. The King Mswati III came to Uganda at the invitation of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Before departure, His Majesty Mswati III, who was in the company of his wife Queen Iko Sikati Make Lamashwama, paid a courtesy call to the President at State House Entebbe, and the two leaders had a pre-departure meeting that was also attended by government officials of both countries. During their discussions, His Majesty the King informed President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni about his successful 3-day state visit. He further stated that Eswatini can become a center of distribution for the manufactured electric buses in the southern part of Africa, and also proposed other areas of cooperation in the production of some components of electric buses. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni thanked his guest for honoring his invitation to visit Uganda and promised to send a team of Eswatini to assist them in the installation of security cameras, an area His Majesty Mswati III said is lacking back at his home. At Entebbe International Airport, His Majesty Mswati was seen off by officials that included the Minister for Presidency, Honorable Abidi Emili Babalanda, the Minister of Works and Transport, General Edward Katumba Wamala, and the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Honorable Henry Okello Oriem, among others. And furthermore, from this week, police recovered another body from the Chitezi landfill, bringing the total number of the dead to 35. The victim was identified as a female juvenile whose identity still remains unknown. Kampala police spokesperson Patrick Onyango says that 28 individuals are still missing.
It is day 7, and the Uganda Police Forces and other security agencies are still in an operation to recover missing persons believed to still be buried underground following the landslide that happened in Chitezi. As of today, one body has been retrieved.
Of a female juvenile, but she was not immediately identified since she was in bad shape. The total number of bodies so far recovered are 35. 18 male, 17 female. Adults are 23, juveniles are 12.
A team of surveyors has also been in Chitezi mapping out the area which is considered a buffer zone, and many of the residents that will be affected have been informed about that exercise that will be happening at a later time. However, residents in the area do argue that they have not been given enough information regarding this surveying exercise.
Bebantu abajja muffe tebatubulira kituufu tubabuuza tunaaliyirirwa tebatuddamu ansa
kati ate wane wange ne bangamba nzizikoonawo ate nga tufena tuli ku line etya n'aba muli mu maaso eri ababa muliko mita endala nabo bagambye bali mu danger zone mita 2 ezibatuuka ate ng'ono ali mabega
mita 2 ebisukkawo kuba kati obuzibu tutamanyi ffe tumanyi mpimere yajja empya eya digital tugitegeera ffe tumanyi nkoba
tekiyinza kuba nti kivaayo ne kikosa ekyalo kyonna batwala abantu bonna amayumba gonna bagambye bagenda kugamenya kubanga tuli mu 200 meters.
Decision was taken that for safety of the people the residents around, especially around the landfill, the spots that are areas that are prone to the risk of the slide, the garbage slide, that they should vacate for their safety, life first, in case of emergency.
Whereas an investigation report is yet to be released by the security agencies, locals in Chitezi have their own version on what they believe could have led to this specific garbage slide in Chitezi.
Andikwa bagamba mukusooka bali bamuterayo pipe eziyita wansi nga basima ekinya kiri. Pipe ezo zalinga zitwala amazzi ago ne gagenda mpaka mu laabu. Kati oluvannyuma mu kujja nga bayiwako ebisaaniko, buli we bayiwako ebisaaniko tulakita ejja n'eggumiza. Buli we bayiwako ebisaaniko tulakita ejja n'eggumiza. Kati pipe ezo zaali zitwala amazzi mu laabu zayabika. Amazzi gano ne gatandika okusaasaana mu bisaaniko nga bwe gayita esayidi wonna bwe gasaze gakola ki bagawaguliza. Ne batemamu omwala wakati agamu gakulukutega gwengako mu mwala guno gubega gwe ate gwongerayo. Kati kirabika emabega kaawe kibaddemu kenyanfa. Ngera amazzi ogalaba lwe gagenda gayitira ne gakulukuta nga gagala okudda eno bwe gati. Kati kirabika mu kunafuwa. Awo bwe kyakoze ki ne kitalumu.
The President has called for an investigation, a thorough one. I've seen police, crime intelligence, CID, and different types of police investigators here. Let's give room for that time, man.
This is Chitezi Church of Uganda Primary School playground, where displaced persons affected by the Chitezi garbage slide are receiving humanitarian support. The criteria to ensure the rightful people has been enhanced with issuing cards to identify victims.
Mbutuufu amaaso gakuluma n'okuluma nga n'abantu tobakola ki tobamanyi tobalabanga nako n'olaba oli yeesize bw'akaaba abantu bange tebannavaayo n'ombuuza obadde obeerawa era omuntu oyo ani nga tamumanyi wegamba ye ayagala kufuna buki bufunyi naye ng'ate ffe abanyigiriziddwa tetugenze na mu ttenti tugamba mu ttenti tujja kufunirayo ebirwadde bye tutajja kukola ki. In
fact, yesterday Red Cross was began giving out cards to identify genuine, authentic persons who have been displaced from this disaster. So I think, yes, there may be some Chiwani people who come around to get registered. There will always be those attempts. Ugandans are very smart people because they want food.
For now, all hope seems to be lost, and it is only the recovery process. This is a moment that will forever be in the minds of those who have been affected. Ivan Kahwa, UBC News in Chitezi.
Yes, those were details from this week. Now, Minister of State for Internal Affairs, General David Muhoozi, said that registration and allocation of national identification numbers to at least 17.2 million unregistered Ugandans and renewal of 15.8 million cards is set to expire by December 2025. And it will begin, is set to expire by December 2025, will begin on 15th October 2024, online pre-registration. General Muhoozi revealed this during a press briefing that was held at the Ministry of Internal Affairs headquarters here in Kampala.
At least 3 million Ugandans above the age of 16 years and above have been advised to register with existing infrastructure between now and October 15th, 2024 and obtain national identification numbers.
During the period leading up to 15th October 2024, persons aged 16 and above, or those who will be 18 years by January 2026, are advised to register and acquire a NIN using the current registration system. The exercise end state is to enroll 17.2 million Ugandans who are unregistered. That is the one of the items in the desired end state of this exercise. 2, we want to renew the national identity cards of 15.8 million Ugandans. This exercise involves people who will be conducting the exercise. And we shall hire 13,000 personnel to execute the mass enrollment and renewal exercise related to activities at 10,717 parishes across the country.
Key to note, This sample kit to be used in the mass enrollment exercise has been availed to. It cost approximately $62 million. It has key advanced features which include an iris scanner to capture the iris, has a secondary display which allows the applicant to review the data being captured for accuracy purposes. It also possesses 2,750 portable solar panels to address power challenges in rural communities, has an additional battery to extend battery life.
Let me be clear. If you lose the issued free card, you will buy the second. If you say it's lost, you bring a police letter. You show evidence that your card got lost. Therefore, to place a stop to the issuance of cards on account of the fact that you are going to issue new ones does not make sense. You don't stop bathing because tomorrow it's going to rain. You keep working until the last minute.
The one-year extension for expiring ID cards is meant to enable Ugandans continue to transact business seamlessly.
We'll take an extra measure to take back to staple, to punch the card that you have, such that it will be invalid if someone verifies, but you cannot have two valid security documents, even passports.
Crispus, Ainitwe, UBC News.
Judge of Relief and Disaster Preparedness, Dr. Lillian Aber, appealed to politicians in the Elgon sub-region to prioritize life-saving programs other than hiding behind culture and blame games as government moves in to replace communities living in with disaster-prone areas. Now, Aber made these tough appeals while launching the relocation exercise of the 242 affected families in Bududa district. Let's have a look at those details.
In April this year, the government of Uganda, through the Office of the Prime Minister, in collaboration with development partners, initiated the relocation program for disaster-prone communities in Bududa district. 4 months down the road, the program has seen light as the Minister, State in charge for relief, disaster preparedness and refugees, Dr. Lillian Abe, has launched the relocation exercise.
And the President is following this particular task closely. We will ensure that people are relocated and they are safe. We will also cater for their welfare for a period of at least 3 months to ensure that they can settle in and things move.
Minister Bay has convened a stakeholders meeting for actualization of the program in Bududa district.
So we are here today to actually begin the process of the actual relocation from Bududa to Bulambuli.
We have buried past Shevanu Bandina. Hakuram said in Mujisakuno, Uji, Upneli Besi, Ukulesutia. The president, when we met, he said, I am tired of contributing 5 million to debt.
Just in Kampala, in Kitezi, people were buried by rubbish. For us, we have been buried by soil. But people in Kampala are mourning a dead person. I am a politician. I want votes. But a dead person will not vote me.
However, local leaders appealed to governments to pay attention to some issues which arises alongside the relocation exercise.
We have children who are at school, so the time of relocation should be timed such that it is after the national examination.
Give me 10 million, you keep me here, I am hungry, and expect me to keep the money? No. We are ready to go to court.
Our sole responsibility to protect the lives of our citizens. And that is the reason why the President is committed to ensuring that the people of Bududa and other districts at risk are safe. Now, Chairman, as a leader, there are some statements that we have to avoid. You want to go to court because people ate money. You'll take who to court now? The person who ate the money or the person who gave the money?
For those members of the community who were left out of this program are also crying out to government.
We've had landslides in Bukibino. However, there's no single person from Bukibino has got gift elected.
Minister Lydia Nabe recommends that government will not leave any affected family behind.
But I am here to let you know that the President of the Republic of Uganda is very committed to this cause. At least for the short time I've been in cabinet, he has re-echoed it 3 times, that the issue of Bududa, issue of the landslide victims must be prioritized.
For it is painted all over the walls of the Elgon sub-region that politics have no room in the matter, aiming at saving lives.
This is the first time we are getting cash for relocation. Let us use this opportunity.
If Bududa, you frustrate your own program, we will shift to another district where people are willing.
On behalf of the Office of the Prime Minister and Government, Minister Lydia Nabe promised to pay attention to the reports of cracks being dotted on some of the mountains in the area.
I have been told there is one of the sub-counties where people have moved away because of the threats and the heavy rains that have distracted many things. I'm going back to office to mobilize support in terms of relief items to support these people who moved away.
Robert Nyango, UBC News.
And then after years of dedicated service to national, political and media spheres, Tamale Mirundi's life was last week tragically cut short due to lung-related complications. He passed away on the night of Tuesday, August 13th, 2024, embarking on a journey of no return. Now, as the country mourns and reflects on his life, many are asking who was Tamale Mirundi. And here is a profile of his life and career.
Be with you till we meet again. By his counsel's guide uphold you. With his sheep securely fold you. God be with you till we
He spoke his mind, irrespective of who listened, perceived, or misconceived his message, whether at public engagements or while appearing in the media. Tamale Mirundi meant what he said and said what he meant.
Obama, they know him. He's a known professor. He's racism. Ho.
Mirundi's 60-year-old journey came to an end on August 13th, 2024, having begun on June 30th, 1964. Hailing from Rakai district in southwestern Uganda, Joseph Tamale Mirundi was a distinguished journalist, author and political analyst.
Mwenyina wa Obama ne bamukwatia mu America as an illegal immigrant. Obama kept quiet.
He often preferred to be known as the son of Yohana Mirundi and Mole Namatovu, renowned for his sharp commentary across various media platforms. He will always be remembered as a bold journalist whose critique of authority often sparked both conversation and controversy. Once a part-time writer for a newspaper called Muno, Mirundi served as the presidential press secretary until July 2015, when he was relieved of his duties after 13 years. A Louis Secondary School alumnus, Mirundi earned a bachelor's degree in mass communication and a master's degree in communication. In 2019, he revealed that he had been poisoned, though it was unclear if he had fully recovered from the incident. According to medical reports, Mirundi succumbed to lung-related complications on Tuesday at around 11:40 p.m. at Kisubi Hospital in Kampala, where he had been receiving treatment for over a month. His distinctive approach to discussing issues often led to comical imitations of his persona.
Kubanja mwana wano holi masengera ati nze ndi mukozi wa bene katuka.
At the age of 60, Mirundi is survived by 2 wives and children, including Tamale Mirundi Jr. Henry Okrut, UBC.
May his soul rest in eternal peace. The Ugandan government is aiming to supply electric vehicles to the international market by the year 2030. This revelation was made on Friday by Minister of East African Community Affairs, Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, who was presiding over Uganda's first e-mobility expo held in Jinja district. Minister Kadaga says that through Kira Motors Corporation, Uganda has the potential to reduce the amount of money spent in importing cars into the country. She also asserts that Uganda is determined to transition to e-mobility by 2030 under the Kira Motors Vehicle Corporation.
If we increase expansion of production in sub-Saharan Africa from 2.7 million vehicles in 2021 to 58 million by 2040, it will make a big difference in countries like South Africa, Kenya, Rwanda, Ethiopia, and Nigeria. I look forward to seeing our Kira car in an exhibition in the US, in Europe, in Dubai, so that we can also park alongside them and show what we can do. The government, through the Science, Technology and Innovation Secretariat, has taken steps to do this, and we hope that Uganda can become a net source rather than a consumer of mobility. I hope you know how much we are spending on importing cars into this country. We can reverse that by improving our own and ensuring that we drive what is made in Uganda.
And go up to 120 kilometers.
The chief guest, the Right Honorable Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, Dr. Monica Msenero, the team.
Now take a short commercial break and we will be back with the weekly roundup edition.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks, Kubei Dondolo. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Uganda, are you ready to kick things up to the next level? The Uganda National Lottery brings you Sports Take 10. Predict the results of 10 football games and win big. With tickets at only 500 shillings, join the fun and make your predictions count with Sports Take 10. Sports Take 10, your ticket to football glory.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Uganda fire! Endiba fire! Ababona fire!
Uganda! Thank you for showing your fire! Has Nabole Stadium opened its doors once again?
Fire!
While you were moving in, you were the 12th player. When Uganda Cranes needed you the most.
Fire!
Through our famous wins against Tubakunda and our unlucky losses, you stood firm, supporting even louder.
Fire, fire.
Now, as Uganda Cranes take on South Africa and Congo this September, South Sudan in October, and play our second legs against South Africa and Congo in November. Bring even more fire! Because with your support, Uganda Cranes is unstoppable! Uganda Fire! Proudly brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Uganda Cranes. Together, we are unstoppable.
Shocking statistics on road crashes in Uganda show that there were over 23,608 road accidents in a single year, 2023. This highlights an increase of 16% compared to the previous year. The Uganda Traffic and Road Safety Report of 2023 also shows that there were 24,728 casualties from road crashes, with 4,806 people dead, 16,736 seriously injured, and 3,186 escaping with minor injuries. The rampant increase in the number of road crashes and casualties in Uganda is seriously alarming. According to Uganda Police Traffic Report, 80% of road crashes in Uganda are as a result of speeding, reckless driving, and violation of traffic rules and regulations. Your life and that of other road users matters. Every life taken or injured in a road crash is an emotional loss to a family, resource loss to a business, development contribution loss to a community, and a socio-economic loss to the nation. Join hands together to reduce and, if possible, eliminate road crashes from our roads by avoiding reckless driving, obeying traffic signs and rules, and maintaining public safety intelligence to keep ourselves, passengers and other road users safe at every time. Remember, drive safe today to live again tomorrow. Tofira kukubo.
Nyati Motion Pictures brings you Tuko Pamoja, Kingdoms of Mountain Rwenzori segment. What are the dynamics of the peoples occupying the foothills of the famous mountains of the moon? What brings them together?
One way of identifying ourselves would be the Rwenzori Mountain, where the god Happy dwells.
In Uganda, we are called Bakonjo, Bakonzo, Baira. In Congo, we are called Banande.
Ababuisa barukiro bwingi, n'abamba barukiro bwingi, bali mu Congo.
The Basongora community is a very old community here, Western Uganda and Eastern Congo.
So both Kasese, Toro were part of Nyoro Kitara Kingdom.
We are similar people.
We are one. Use that word, Pamoja.
It will be showing in Nibundubugyo at Anders Hotel on Friday 16th August and Kasese at Uhuru Plus Hotel on Saturday 17th August 2024, starting at 4:30 p.m. To get a ticket, call 0778.
Welcome back. You're still watching the weekly roundup edition, the lunchtime news. My name is Wadulo Makano. Still, we're now taking you to more news. The Ministry of Health's National Onchocerciasis Elimination Program, with support from the Carter Center, has made significant efforts to eradicate the disease river blindness. River blindness is devastating the public health, and that problem has previously affected approximately 8.2 million people across 50 districts of Uganda. Let's take a look.
As the country continues to register success in the fight against river blindness, the Ministry of Health National Onchocerciasis Elimination Program, with support from the Carter Center, has made significant efforts to eradicate the disease. His Highness Jude Mike Mudoma, the Omukuka of the Bamasaba, appealed to the government to collaborate with cultural institutions in addressing emerging health issues.
To implore the district local governments in the whole region to ensure the importance of continued vigilance, because we should not celebrate and relax. This monster can easily come back. I'm also appealing to government to work closely with the cultural institution. We have structures of clan leaders who can actually help the health department in identifying these issues of health.
River blindness is a devastating public health problem that previously affected approximately 8.2 million people across 50 districts in Uganda. The disease was endemic in 17 foci, and to date, transmission has been eliminated in 15 foci. River blindness is transmitted by black flies that breed in fast-flowing rivers.
We don't know until river blindness is eliminated across the entire country and in adjoining areas of nearby countries. We cannot be 100% certain that the disease is eliminated until we have evidence from all of these areas around. So we must remain vigilant until that day. So I'm here today to reiterate our commitment to joining and assisting in whatever we can with the Ministry of Health of Uganda to achieve elimination of this disease in Uganda.
Managed to eliminate river blindness in 43 districts out of 50 districts. That is 16 foci out of 17 foci. Only in northern Uganda, mid-north, the one remaining. The Elgon focus is one of the 16 foci that has eliminated this disease. Therefore, I want to thank district leadership for 60 districts that make Elgon region for spearheading the fight against river blindness in this region, and also thank the communities for being compliant in taking your medicine.
The celebrations of river blindness elimination in the 6 districts of Elgon region was graced by the Ministry of Health officials, the Carter Center staff, and other implementing and supporting partners in eradication of neglected tropical diseases. The district health officer of Bududa noted that while they celebrate the elimination of river blindness in the Elgon region, malaria remains the leading disease burden. In cooperation with the neighboring countries, the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Republic of Sudan, the government of Uganda continues to promote cross-border river blindness elimination activities. Zahara Abigaba, UBC News.
The Deputy Inspector General of Police, James Ochaya, has praised or did praise the police athletics team that represented Uganda in the Paris 2024 Olympics for their outstanding performance and influence on their colleagues, as well as for their able representation of the country. Now, this recognition was given during the special dinner organized by the police authorities to celebrate the athletes' achievements.
Among the honorees were ASP Joshua Cheptegei, who won a gold medal, and IPP Ruth Chepntai, who secured a silver medal. The police athletic team, consisting of 6 members, delivered exceptional performances during the Paris 2024 Olympics in France.
And to honor their outstanding achievements, mostly ASP Joshua Cheptegei, who won a gold medal in the men's 10,000 meter race, Inspector Perus Chepntai, who clinched a silver medal accolades are not merely medals. They are symbols of perseverance, sacrifice, discipline, and excellence that reflect the very best of the Uganda Police Force.
Ochaya commended the team for their discipline, which serves as an inspiration to other colleagues within the police force.
Unwavering discipline, a quality that is deeply ingrained in the ethos of the Uganda Police Force. This same discipline has propelled you to the heights of success, just as it did for, as you know, some of our legends, like Nakibwa. It's good you have mentioned about him. We also had Dennis Okwuah, who was a footballer, Stephen Kiptorotich from the Uganda prisons. There's Izukuru.
For continued success, the athletic team has called for increased investment by the police in the creation of training camps across different regions.
And I also request that we introduce another training camp in a place in Soroti where we have the high jumpers and also sprinters in this country. We could start with those two or 3 days, also West Nile region in Arawa. When we do that, it will also assist us. As a federation, we kick-started regional training camps and we targeted those areas.
Talent is widespread in its country, and there is so much that every region can contribute. As there is talent in sprints from the northern part of the country, and it is true. John Akibo came from the north, and he broke the world record in the Munich Games in 1972. Why have we left that to die? Also, our brothers from the west, the Rwenzori there, and the Kisoro, we have
the 6 police athletes who participated in the Paris 2024 Olympics include ASP Joshua Cheptegei, ASP Stella Chesang, IP Peruth Chemutai, IP Maslin Chelingat, PC Martin Chiprotich, and Victor Chiplangat. Komagum Rogers and Abdul Nasil Luwama for UBC.
Furthermore, from this week, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni on Friday, August 16, 2024, met and held discussions with the members of the National Resistance Movement NRM caucus at State House in Entebbe. During this meeting, the President urged the members to realign their priorities, emphasizing the importance of adhering to the NRM's mass line principles. The President reminded the caucus members of the fundamental principles of the NRM and historical approach to solving contradictions within the party and government. The President stressed the importance of the mass line and principle that has guided the NRM since its inception. He highlighted how the NRM has historically prioritized the needs and rights of the masses over those of the elite, ensuring that the President Museveni recounted the party's long-standing commitment to inclusive policies such as immunization for all, education for all, prosperity for all, and security for all. On education, the President expressed serious concerns over the actions of the head teachers in government-aided schools who are allegedly undermining the country's free education scheme by imposing unauthorized fees on learners. President Museveni emphasized that the government is committed to providing free education for all as a means of uplifting the nation through universal primary education and the universal secondary education.
I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100*21# and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Uganda, are you ready to kick things up to the next level? The Uganda National Lottery brings you Sports Take 10. Predict the results of 10 football games and win big. With tickets at only 500 shillings, join the fun and make your predictions count with Sports Take 10. Sports Take 10, your ticket to football glory.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win. Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Uganda fire! Edima fire! Our border fire!
Uganda! Thank you for showing your fire! Has Nabole Stadium opened its doors once again?
Fire!
While you were warm up in it, you were the 12th player when Uganda Cranes needed you the most. Through our famous wins against Tubakunda and our unlucky losses, you stood firm, supporting even louder. Now, as Uganda Cranes take on South Africa and Congo this September, South Sudan in October, and play our second legs against South Africa and Congo in November, bring even more fire! Because with your support, Uganda Cranes is unstoppable! Uganda fire! Proudly brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Uganda Cranes. Together, we are unstoppable.
Shocking statistics on road crashes in Uganda show that there were over 23,608 road accidents in a single year, 2023. This highlights an increase of 16% compared to the previous year. The Uganda Traffic and Road Safety Report of 2023 also shows that there were 24,728 casualties from road crashes, with 4,806 people dead, 16,736 seriously injured, and 3,186 escaping with minor injuries. The rampant increase in the number of road crashes and casualties in Uganda is seriously alarming. According to Uganda Police Traffic Report, 80% of road crashes in Uganda are as a result of overspeeding, reckless driving, and violation of traffic rules and regulations. Your life and that of other road users matters. Every life taken or injured in a road crash is an emotional loss to a family, resource loss to a business, development contribution loss to a community, and a socio-economic loss to the nation. Join hands together to reduce and, if possible, eliminate road crashes from our roads by avoiding reckless driving, obeying traffic signs and rules, and maintaining public safety intelligence to keep ourselves, passengers and other road users safe at every time. Remember, drive safe today to live again tomorrow. Tofira kukubo.
Welcome back. You're still watching the weekly news roundup edition of the Lunchtime News. Now, today marked a significant milestone at Makerere University as the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, officially opened the first ever Disability Student Center. Now, this landmark event took place during the 4th edition of the Mark Run and gathered a massive turnout of students who are visibly running, as you can see.
This year's Mark Run was unlike the other, with the participants running for a noble cause, raising funds to construct a dedicated student center and a disability support unit at Makerere University. Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, who took the role of a chief runner, expressed his joy and the pride in the opening of the first of its kind Disability Student Center at Mackay University.
From council management for this initiative, and I do hope that it can be extended to include staff. Otherwise, if we don't include staff, then it will mean that we will remain having students with these challenges, but then you are not able to recruit staff. The students who would inspire the students to go and extra mile.
Vice Chancellor Professor Barnabas Nawangwe extended his heartfelt thanks to all participants and urged the public to continue supporting Mackay University's initiative aimed at uplifting the disability fraternity within the university and across the nation.
It will be a one-stop center where students with disability can go and get all the services they need. So your running has helped to achieve this. You all look amazing. I'm very proud today to be your Vice Chancellor.
Everyone is a victim of disability. Come through. We need your support more and more. Reach out to the Disability Support Unit, or reach out to our office, the Students Guild, or reach out to the Vice Chancellor's office, or reach out to various offices around the campus, the Dean's office. They will guide you accordingly on how you can make a contribution towards this very noble cause.
Dr. Maggie Chigozi, the chairperson, Mackay University Endowment Fund, reassured the nation that all proceeds from this year's MAC run will directly benefit the disability community as originally intended.
We understand their lives can be very complicated, and also very complicated for the university, because we are all different. Everybody has a different problem. I can't see, I can't hear, my legs don't work, you know, they're so diverse. So finding a solution is really hard. So we came in, we were asked to come in to help. It requires a lot of funding. We are going to have structures everywhere. We don't want you to walk.
As a token of appreciation, the winners of the race were awarded medals symbolizing their dedication and support for this noble cause. The establishment of the Disability Students Center at Mackay University is not just a milestone for the university, but a beacon of hope and support for students with disability, ensuring that they have a dedicated space to thrive and succeed. Joseph Boule, UBC, Makerere University.
And furthermore, the Rotary E-Club of Uganda Global has called upon the public to participate in the Rotary Cancer Run of 2024. The funds raised from this event will be used to establish a cancer bank at Nsambya Hospital. Gaston Byamugisha, the president of the Rotary E-Club of Uganda Global, and Immaculate Atuhamize, president of the Rotaract E-Club of Uganda Global, made this appeal during a launch event for the run scheduled this Sunday, August 25th, 2024. The organizers aim to raise 4 billion shillings.
Activation, preparing for the forthcoming cancer run that's going to happen on 25th August. We are basically creating awareness about cancer as we raise funds to complete the bunkers at Nsambya Hospital. Cancer affects us all, whether you're rich, broke, Muslim, Christian, traditionalist, does not segregate. We call upon you to contribute, buy the kits, contribute whatever you have so that you can impact someone's life.
We have a funding gap of about 9 billion shillings, and this year we are hoping to raise about 4 billion shillings so that the work continues. So we are inviting each of you friends and even those who do not gather us as friends, we are inviting you to join us. Please purchase a vest from any of the major shopping centers. You can also buy them online. They will be delivered to where you are. And please join us. The run is on Sunday, 25th. We shall be starting from Rugogo, the Fenelo Center. So please be there. And there are prizes to be won for those of you who trust your capacity to run. We have 21 kilometers, we have 10, and then we have 5. Those of you who are not very sure of your athletic abilities, come for 5. And those of you who trust yourself moderately, come for 10 kilometers. And those of you who are sure of yourselves, come for 21 kilometers. So we are inviting you, please join us. If you can't join us, at least buy the t-shirt.
Cancer has disturbed many. Cancer has disturbed our parents, but cancer has disturbed our mothers, our fathers. So come and we run for cancer as we fight this cancer in Uganda. As we push it out of Uganda, come and we support the cause. Yeah.
And that brings us to the end of our weekly roundup edition. Thank you for being a lovely audience. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold, and stay tuned to UBC for more news in our subsequent bulletins.
UBC, inspiring Uganda. This weekend on UBC.
Today I have decided to bring a guest that is going to amuse you, and you're going to love her, because we have always taken on this mentor of bringing people that can infuse positivity and talk about things that we don't really want to address publicly.
You are special. I know you don't feel like it because you're constantly comparing yourself to your friend or to your sister.
With close to a decade of experience in medical field, Dr. Lisa Tumwene drives change through creating awareness and breaking stigma associated with mental health.
I focused on mental health because I realized that everyone that came to me at the pharmacies where I was working, yes, in as much as they wanted to get the drugs that were prescribed, there was an underlying issue.